Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, carrying on with more bling bits for the 60th edition KYOSHO Optima Mid, and this time we have the KOS04334, and this is the Koswork KYOSHO Optima Mid carbon steering link plate with bearings. So, let's bring you in for a close-up look and see how this one fits. Right, so first thing we're going to need to do is get the stock one off. So I'm thinking on this we may get away with being able to undo the suspension from the bottom. So if we get a 2mm driver, or steering front bottom should I say, but if we get a 2mm driver and we loosen this off, then that should allow us to remove everything we need from one side. But if I remember rightly, we had a bearing and a shim on here, so let's make sure we've got all them in place. So if we take one side off and then we switch to the opposite side, luckily we've got a lock nut that stays in the steering. So we've got a few options with doing this. You can just remove this steerer, and I believe the bearings are exactly the same bearings in the carbon and the aluminium part. Let's just check. Yep. So we can just swap the carbon and aluminium arms over and make sure you've got your shim and everything in place on this side first. So then if we slide the steering back through, we should be able to line this back up and just tighten it on. Just be careful not to push down on this, because you're probably going to push your locking nut out on the opposite side. So you just need to nip that down. Then if we fish through on our steering and we get this carbon part lined up, so we should be able to get our bearing in place. Make sure you've got your little shim on the top of your bearing. You should be able to see that. Then you want to get this little cone type thing, and you want to put it with the cone facing up towards your joint on your steering arm. Then we want to slide all that through the middle of the bearing and your shim. And again, don't push down on it too hard, because you'll probably push your little locking nut from where it's seated. And if we nip that down, you should have nice steering. So we have got two spare bearings, and we've got the original aluminium steerer, so you can keep them safe, and you've got a couple of extra bearings in case you ever need them, or in case you shatter your new carbon steering bridge, you can put your aluminium one back on. For me, it's not really going to be seriously run hard, if at all. So I don't mind putting these bling bits on that aren't necessarily as strong as the alloy bits I'm taking off. If I was going to run it and I were going to race it a lot, I'd possibly leave some of the alloy bits back on, because they're possibly stronger than the carbon. I'm not really sure, I haven't looked too much into it. But for me, I just wanted it to basically be as bling as possible for a limited edition RC. I will keep all my standard bits. So one thing I do like to do when I'm working on an RC and I'm upgrading them all, I keep all the bits that I've taken off and just keep them all in a bag, put that bag in the original box, and then if I ever want to put it back to standard, I know where all the original parts are. Because if these are limited edition like they said they are, in years to come somebody might want the 80s bathroom green wheels, and they might want all the original alloy bits and not the Koswork carbon bits. So it's nice to have everything kept with it. But let's wrap this one up. So again, shout out to Dave and the guys at RD Models Chesterfield for helping me get the Koswork part for that one, the little steering bridge. So the part number on that one is KOS04334, in case you're wanting one of those. And I'm sure if you contact Dave and crew at RD Models, they'll be happy to help get one in for you. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys in the next one. See what other bling we can do to this thing.